What's happening, guys? What's going on? YouTube, good morning, everyone. You guys have tuned into Rules for Rebels. We're back with another episode of Weird Products Daily. Weird Products Daily is a daily series where we feature weird products. So it could be cool gadgets, it could be interesting products, unique items, gag gifts, all types of stuff, with the goal being to kind of get your mind thinking about different niches you could explore, different products you could roll out, different businesses you could start. A lot of these things would be great for drop shippers because they're unique items, they're impulse buy type items, or items people haven't seen before. A lot of these products are things, maybe it gives you an idea and you can go private label your own version or a better version. But that's kind of what the point of this series is. Today's product is pretty sweet. I'm actually really excited about today's video. I haven't watched this video in full depth, but we're going to take a look at a preview or a video review of somebody actually showing this in the works. What this is, it's a portable gaming device, but it actually takes Super Nintendo cartridges. So if you have any old Super Nintendo cartridges lying around, you can actually play them on this thing. I think you can pick up, some games go for a pretty good price on eBay and things like that, but if you hit up local garage sales, local estate sales, you can probably get like a whole box of games for like $5. A lot of times at GameStop or Disc Replay, if you guys have a Disc Replay near you, I've seen a lot of times games going for $1, $2, $3. This kind of got me thinking, I guess before we get into the thing, what's also cool about this is you can plug in controllers, so you could actually have two players playing on this. If you're on a flight or on a road trip or something like that, you can plug in two controllers, two people can play. I do think it would be kind of difficult with two people playing on this small screen. The one thing this device seems to be missing is it doesn't hook up to a TV. I wish this thing hooked up to a TV, and then it could be a portable device, and if you actually wanted to play on your big screen, you could do that as well. This got me thinking about my old days as a kid, like gaming. I remember, I was trying to think of like systems I used to have. So I remember way back in the day, my dad had an Intellivision, and I don't really remember as a kid ever getting to play it. I think it was more his toy. I remember him and his buddy playing like Pong or something. My first system ever was a Nintendo. I think my dad won it through like a sales contest at work. And I remember I had the duck hunt gun and everything. Nintendo was sweet, man. I remember playing Nintendo with my friends, having sleepovers, staying up all night playing Nintendo. I used to be a big fan of, I used to be mainly into like sports games and shooting games. So I remember as a kid, like some of my favorite Nintendo games were like Blades of Steel, Tecmo Bowl, like RBI Baseball, that type of thing. I remember there was like a robot baseball we used to play all the time. I used to like those. I never really got into the Zelda and games like that. I've never really been into like 3D or role-playing world games or whatever. Never really got into Zelda, but I remember Excite Bike was always a favorite game of mine. Contra, up, down, left, right, BA, select, start. Some of you guys probably remember that. And you know what was weird? Like today, there seems to be, I guess, kind of the rivalry, or what it comes down to is like today, you either have an Xbox or you have a PlayStation 4. Back in the day, like after Nintendo, I think Nintendo was the only system out during its time. After that, my next system was a Sega. I think my dad won another one through a sales contest again. I remember the first game I ever played, I think it came with Sonic the Hedgehog. But Sega had some cool games, but I feel like you either had it the same way that today, you either have an Xbox or you have a PS4. Back in the day, you either had a Sega or you had a Super Nintendo. Like, it's kind of like those came out around the same time. You had one or the other. And I had a Sega. A lot of my friends used to have Super Nintendo, though. I remember games like Super Bomberman and some of the Mario games. But mainly I was kind of big into the sports games. We used to play basketball, baseball, etc. And then I think I had an Xbox One. I was kind of late to get that one, but I think I haven't really bought a series. I think did I have an Xbox 360? I think I did. I had an Xbox One, and then I had an Xbox 360. I think one of my roommates in college had like the PlayStation 2 or something like that. I don't know. I'm getting kind of off on going down memory lane here, getting kind of off on a tangent. But I know today you can get emulators on your phone or emulators on your computer, laptop, TV, whatever else, and you can have like 10,000 Nintendo games, all the weird Japanese games. But there's something about the fact that this takes the cartridges. I just think that's kind of kind of a cool feature, kind of really makes this kind of a novelty type item. One thing that's kind of a pain in the butt about this is I suppose if you were going on a trip and you wanted to play like 5 different games on the plane or in the car, you got to carry along 5 cartridges with you, as opposed to, you know, nowadays everyone just downloads a game on their phone and plays it on their phone. But I do think this is really pretty cool. I'm curious to know if they make these for like Nintendo or Sega or anything else. But I'll show you guys kind of a quick clip of it, a little review, and it's titled "What the Fuck is
Today, controller on each, you're both looking at the tiny, actually to play 2-player. One jack, and as I mentioned, the ability to connect some classic controllers if you prefer, or potentially to play 2-player. One controller on each, you're both looking at the tiny little power hours. If you never done cartridge, point in time. Ooh, Hardaway and Mullen. That's tough to beat.
NBA Jam. Anyhow, I'll link to that video in the description box below if you guys want to check that out. I'm probably going to watch it all the way through and learn a little bit more about this. Like I said, I thought this thing was super cool. If you grew up playing Super Nintendo or had a Super Nintendo, you'll probably find this neat as well. But yeah, I just thought this was a pretty neat product. Obviously, this isn't something that we'd be able to private label. You might be able to play the retail arbitrage game with it. You know, I think the whole like retro gaming, retro toys is kind of a hot niche these days. This could potentially be sold on a eBay account, Amazon account, or like a Shopify store that sells like gaming merch, as well as like some vintage gaming accessories and gaming things. And I think we've actually done a couple Side Hustle Tuesday episodes about people who would go around to like garage sales and estate sales, buying up old game systems and then kind of cleaning them up a little bit and reselling them. But I just thought this was super cool. Gaming is obviously a popular niche. We've done a couple other of these Weird Products Daily videos about gaming things. And I've kind of rambled through most of this video, so I guess we'll kind of cut it off. I will link to this on Amazon if you guys want to check it out in further detail. It does sell for 116 bucks. I'll also link to this video, What the Fuck is the SupaBoy? Or if you just want to search SupaBoy on YouTube, you can probably find some videos on your own. But thought this was super cool. Wanted to bring it to you guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. Give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below. And until tomorrow for another episode of Weird Products Daily, I'll see you guys then.